New lessons can't be learned in old classrooms. Think about when you're in elementary school and you're moving from the first grade to the second grade. You don't go back to the first grade classrooms. You move up to the second grade classrooms because they are equipped with different material and different space and different teachers to teach you new things that you haven't learned before. So then let me ask you something. Why do you keep going back to that old classroom? Why do you keep going back there? You're not going to find anything but old lessons back there. You're not going to learn anything new back there. But you got to stop clinging to the old stuff because you're uncomfortable with seeking out new things. You're supposed to be uncomfortable. You're supposed to. That's kind of the point. It's like when Israelites were in the wilderness. Think about this. There was a cloud that represented the presence of God that they had to follow throughout the wilderness. Every time the cloud moved, they had to move. And I don't know about you, but I would find that kind of annoying sometimes. Like, what you mean? I just got my tent set up from the last time we moved and now you're asking me to move again? Like, that would bug me. That would make me uncomfortable. But that was the point. That was the point. He didn't want them to be comfortable in the wilderness. You're not meant to be comfortable in your wilderness, hon. You're meant to move forward. You're meant to keep going until you get to the promised land. That's the goal, not getting comfortable here. So you've got to stop clinging so tightly to what's familiar, because clinging to what's familiar never saved your life. Clinging to what's familiar never taught you anything new. Clinging to what's familiar never gave you a sense of purpose and fulfillment and made your life worthwhile. It gave you temporary satisfaction at best. Is that really what you want for your life? Do you really want to give up purpose for comfort? Because if you can learn to be okay with being uncomfortable, that's when you're going to start to see things moving. That's when you're going to discover what walking with Jesus is all about. I better not catch you going back to that old classroom again. You understand me? We're moving forward. We're walking with purpose, no matter how uncomfortable it makes us. But I will say that the quicker you learn the lessons, the sooner you get out of the wilderness. The Israelites were meant to be there for 40 days. And they wound up living there for 40 years. So if you'd like to expedite the process a little bit, all you got to do is just keep learning whatever he wants you to learn. And hopefully I can help with that. Feel free to follow along and watch these videos. I also just launched a new podcast where we're talking about community and what it looks like to learn from each other. And just in case you haven't seen it yet, I also wrote a book that is all about what this walk with God is supposed to look like. There's lots of resources available to you, and no matter which one you choose, all you got to do is keep learning. You'll get to your promised land. I believe in you.